Good morning, everybody. I went into Dick's, and that was one heck of a great trip. Let me tell you, this Dick's Sporting Goods right here just came in so clutch. I also didn't know they have a huge Guggen selection. They also sell Guggen rods there. That was new to me. I didn't even know they were in stores. I thought you could only buy them online. But either way, I got a bag full of stuff here. Actually, you know what? I'm a nice guy. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek here. We got this bad boy, a little umbrella rig, and I was running low on swim baits, so I got some saucies. And we got some extra jig heads. And this is the main topic of my excitement. We got a 13 fishing reel. It's the Inception. It is the, where's all the specs? Here we go. 6.8 ounce reel. This thing is really, really light. This one has ball bearings. I know some of them don't. Gives you a line capacity of 12-pound mono for 135 yards. I did 50-pound braid, so I'll probably get about 120-ish yards out of it. That's a little overkill. I did a little higher pound braid. I wanted 40, but 50 will have to do. Because eventually I will explain why I did that thing there. Let's see here. It holds up to 18 pounds of drag. You get 34 inches of line back every crank, so that's cool. And it's an 8.1. Oh, I'm just hitting the roof of the truck. 8.1 to 1 gear ratio. Insanely fast. Like, you barely reel this thing, and you're getting almost 3 feet of line back. So every crank you get about 1 yard of line. That's insane. So this will be a great for top water. One thing, like if I'm burning across like some pads or something like that, that will come in perfectly with that. Swim baits, anything like that. This thing's actually going to come in really, really handy. And at Dick's, I'll expose this to you guys. It was 120 bucks. I didn't think that was too bad. So my favorite bait caster that I own right now is it's just the plain Shimano Corrado. It's like the bottom line one, the cheaper one. It's not the DC one. Doesn't have fancy bzzz noises, nothing like that. Just the basic DC or non-DC'd version. I think it's like the CZ or something. I don't know. There's a letter in there somewhere. I don't know. But I've used it for a while now, and I love that thing. And it's a cheaper bait caster, I will say. Well, when I bought it, it was 130 bucks. Now it's 180. So I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know if I just got it on sale or maybe reels went up a little bit in price. So I didn't think 120 was all that bad considering some of the prices on some of these reels. So whatever you guys want to say about it, you know, that's up to you. I'm going to give you guys my full opinion by the end of this video, because I'm actually going to put all of this stuff to the test today. And this is actually going on a favorite rod that I have that I'm not using right now. It's kind of just been sitting, and it's got a really good backbone, real sensitive tip. So it's a pretty good swim bait rod. So I'm hoping that we can get some use of it. But this will be my first time ever throwing an umbrella rig, and I'm hoping it works. And if not, then this video will turn into bed fishing. I don't know what we're going to end up doing. But no matter what, I think we're going to hit up the old golf course, because that always comes in clutch. So either way, let's head on home. I'm also in a new truck. There's a word right here. Uh-oh, boys. Look at this little red stripe. Some of you guys may know what that means if you're four guys. I like that it's kind of backlit right now. You guys can't really tell what it is, but I did get a new truck. I will be making a separate video on that. It will probably be the video that comes out after this video. So this video will be a little sneak peek in it, and I'm not going to expose what all of everything of this truck is, but I will say this is probably the most unreal truck that I've ever had. I've never really flaunted any of my vehicles, and I don't plan on flaunting this one either. But it's too just crazy not to share what it is, what's done to it, and everything like that. So I will make a full in-depth video on this truck. The next video you guys will see. It's unreal. That's all I gotta say. It leaves me speechless. I don't know what to say about this thing a lot of the times, and people come up, they ask for pictures with it, or of it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I'm sure people take pictures of it when I'm not here anyway, so I don't care. You guys, if you ever see me in public, you're more than welcome to take a picture of the truck or with the truck and send it to me, because I'd like to see that. That'd be funny, just to get random pictures of you guys with this thing. It's just funny to me. Let's head home, get all this stuff rigged up, ready to go. I'll walk you guys through like what I'm doing. I'll spool the rod and all that stuff, get it all situated, show you guys this reel if you guys are unfamiliar with it. I was unfamiliar with it up until when I walked in the door. I saw it and I'm like, okay, let me look it up. This thing has 5 out of 5 stars on every single website that I looked at. On Dick's, on the 13 Fishing website, on, I believe, Amazon. It had 5 stars on everything. I don't understand why. So this is definitely the highest rated reel I've ever seen, and hopefully it blows me out of the water for this price range, because if it does, then heck, we're coming back, we're buying them all. So either way, let's get home and jump into a little more of this video. Let's do it. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Let's just dump our stuff out here. We'll pull these out one by one, all right? I already showed you guys the old saucies, the old rig there. That's nothing new for any of you guys. I got our braid right here. That's what we need. Got some jig heads. And then the main attraction here. Ready? Ooh, how crazy, huh? Look at this. We got a little block of foam. That's neat. Got a 13 fishing sticker, a heck of a manual. I don't know how hard it is to use a reel, but apparently it's pretty difficult. This bad boy right here, look at that. I hope this is focused. If not, I'll get another clip of it. But this thing is crazy looking. It's actually really cool. It's very super smooth. I will give it that 1000%. It is a smooth reel. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, it just pops clean open, spins open like that. So then there, inside here is the brake. I hope you guys can see this, but in here is the brake, and it really, you can fine tune this thing very precise, and you just push this over, and you gotta push it shut again. Oh, push it shut, and then push the little lever there to close it back. What the rod is that is going on is this rod right here. I don't think I ever showed it in my rod and reel video. It is a Favorite Summit. I hope you guys can see that. And it's a 7.2, 3/8 to 1 ounce, 12 to 20 pounds. So I hope you guys can read all that. Probably not. But it's got a pretty long butt, and I don't know what rods like this are mainly used for. I've always used it for swim baits or frog fishing because it's got a very thick backbone, as you guys can see. Like, this thing's dense right here, and then it tapers off to a little softer of a tip. But this is what it's going to go on. So let's, we got to open this up here, see what kind of aesthetic we're looking at. I mean, I've seen better looking rod and reel combos, you know. But it is super light. Like, this rod is super light as it is, and now with this reel on it, it's crazy light. So I used to have my Lose something, I don't know, this reel right here, but I had this reel on this rod before. It's the Hypermag Lose Speed Spool something, I don't know. This reel's super expensive. This reel's like a $300 reel, and I don't know why, other than that it's smooth and light. I don't know why it's so expensive. It makes no sense. This one feels and looks the way I would expect it. Oh my god, I just noticed this. I hope you guys can see this little notch right here. There's a little notch right here under my finger, this little black strip, and that is a little hook keeper, I believe. So you slide your hook up in it like that, because most rods, this rod included, doesn't have any hook keepers anywhere around it. So you'd either have to hook it on the reel somewhere, on the reel seat underneath I've done before, or on the handle sometimes, or just right here on the guide. People do that sometimes too. I'd rather not hook things on the guide because then you're able to put a sleeve over it if you want. You can just transport stuff a little easier. This is a pretty cool rod and reel combo, I will say that. This is a good fit for this rod, I believe, especially with this ratio. Like, I'm watching this thing spin so fast and I'm barely spinning it. Like, I hope you guys can see this. I'm gonna say that a lot and then go back and watch this and be like, that wasn't it. Either way, let's slap some line on this bad boy. Well, we got the reel all spooled up here. It's full of line, as you guys can see. We're pretty full. We got a little slant going, but cast a few times and that should come out, I'm hoping. Oh, oopsie. So we're all rigged up here. Now we just got to slap the old swim baits on there, and then you're pretty much good to go. So other than that, I mean, I think I'm pretty much, I'm ready to go catch 13-pound bass, you know. So as you guys can see, oh, watch out for the ceiling. It just holds the hook right there. We can tighten it a little bit. Just holds the hook right there. It's out of your way. You don't accidentally grab it, I guess, if you hit your finger right there, but obviously you don't hook up umbrella rigs like this. You probably want to take all the hooks off it before transporting, but you know, we'll be all right. Pack up some little extra stuff just to bring, just extra swim bait, stuff like that, just in case. And then even a little change of lure if we gotta change it if this ain't working. So that is all I got for right now. I'll pick the camera back up when we are headed to go fish. What's going on, everybody? It is the next morning. Ended up getting busy and couldn't really end up going fishing. So we're gonna go fishing now. So I got the reel all rigged up like you guys saw. Still have yet to make one cast with it, so I'm probably gonna have to fine tune it a little bit, get it adjusted to me. But I'm waiting on Augie right now. He's meeting me at one spot and we're gonna drive over and we'll fish another spot. We're gonna run over there, we're gonna catch some fish, hopefully catch some fish, I guess I should say. And then worst comes to worst, I'll change some lures and whatever I'm using to really make sure we do catch fish. So I'm gonna try the umbrella rig at first. It's probably a little ridiculous, but you know, what are you gonna do? How's it going, Augie? How you feeling this morning? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, so screw my question, right?
What'd you say?
Oh, I said, how you doing this morning?
Doing okay.
All right, man. How's Charlie? Sucks?
Oh, yeah.
Is he still pooping squish, or is he
it's
solid
good.
again?
It's hard again. So.
That's good. All right, we made it to the fishing spot. Let's go fish. All right. Odds this thing catches anything here. You got one, Augie? Oh. Oh, he's got a fish while I'm picking out weeds. Oh. Oh, I had a fish. Had a fish and then he put me in the weeds. All right, well, I decided to screw that umbrella rig. It's a little too intense for in here. So I just took one of the swim baits off and just threw it on. Seems to be working for Augie a little bit, so I figured it might work for me. Wow, Augie, look at that bass. Woo! Nice. Hey, don't pinch my umbrella rig, man. Once you get this reel dialed in, the thing, I haven't backlashed in a while. Once I've got it kind of set to this, I had to open up the side here and situate that side of the brake, or whatever you want to call that mechanism. I've set it to 2. It was on 0. That's how it comes, I guess, from the factory. But now, like, I don't even have to, obviously you got to stop the line once you hit the water, but to just cast it, you don't have to thumb it to make it relax or nothing. It holds itself, doesn't overspool. I don't know what the deal is. We walked up first time. Augie caught one on his first or second cast. I got bumped once, and then that was it. There's been a whole lot of nothing, really. As of right now, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, I would say the reviews on it are pretty accurate from what I can see. I mean, everything I heard was it was smooth, it casts well, it casts far. I'm hardly flicking it, and the thing's going all the way down there. So, I mean, I'm not too... Oh, here we got a fish now, boys. Oh, I missed him. Let's put it back over there, see what happens. Oh, I missed him again. Oh my God, I keep missing him. There we go. Finally. Not very big, but I just had to stick it deep in his face. Now we're talking, baby. There's our little bass here. And let's toss him back. To anyone who fishes public stuff like this is a great idea. You just take an old bag and put a bunch of swim baits in it. It's kind of what I did. I got my little saucy right here. And then also, don't just throw your used one into the water when you're in a place that you don't live in or pay taxes to, or an HOA to live at, like we are, and you're trespassing. Don't litter. Just take your used plastic. If it falls in the water, that's one thing. But if you're physically removing it, just put it in your pocket, man. It's not that big of a deal. It'll give you one less reason to get thrown out of a good fishing spot. I got Augie with me, and he's a hoodlum, and we don't even get thrown out, so it works out pretty good. And there you go, nice rigged little swimmy boy. It's running over this way. So, yo, yeah, you got one. He's a good one. He's about the same size as mine. That one looks a little thicker. Mine was real skinny. Oh, never mind, it's a little bigger. Look at that, easy peasy. Nice, Augie.
He's pretty solid.
Yeah, you're a pretty good guy. And swim away. Just like me. You scrub me a little bit. And oh, there we go. I got me a fish. There we go. There we go. Pop it out. This little guy, and back in you go. Something just blasted in there. Oh, here we go. There we go, Sonny. Oh, yeah, baby. Is she looking at us? Oh, he's spit my swim bait. What a wiener. Look at that right there. The old Inception. Got her done again, son. Right in the old roof of the mouth. Falls right out. Oh, I thought he spit my swim bait. He must have spit something up so that was a lighter color. Sorry, buddy. Thank you for your fun. See you later. I got one. It's a little guy. Oh, Augie's hooked into one now, too. You win it or lose it? You got a big one? Did you just lose him? Oh my God, Augie just lost a really good fish. Wow, yeah, Augie just missed, I don't know. If I had to guess, probably a 4 or 5 pounder. That thing was fighting like crazy. I could see his flash. That thing was wild, but. Is this the same one? He's a pretty good fish still.
He's pretty good.
Look at that guy. Oh, they're getting bigger. Really? Oh, I just put it in his mouth. It literally just hit the water. Twist this out of your mouth, thank you, and goodbye. There's a fish. Oh, he's freaking out. These fish jump a lot. Hey, don't. Can you let the tail go, sir? Thank you. All right, here's a number I don't know. Going back in. Oh, there, you got it. All right, well, I just walked by the house that apparently called cops or something, and they were talking. I couldn't really hear them. We're walking out either way. It was fun while it lasted, not a huge deal, but either way, this is real. I'm gonna wait till I get back to the truck to talk to you guys about this thing. I am really enjoying it. I think it's a great purchase. If you guys have the money laying around and you're looking for a new reel, I would suggest something like this. If not this, then I suggest my Shimano Corrado. It is another one of my favorite reels I've ever owned, and I'll probably keep buying those and testing reels out here and there. But when I know I need a reel that's reliable and is going to work every single time, the Corrado is going to be the one. But for this video's sake, this 13 Fishing Inception right here is pretty unreal, I will say. I am impressed, but we'll talk more about it when we get back to the truck. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we made it back to the truck. I just dropped Augie off back at his car because we wanted to get away, because we parked across the street, and then me and him both drove into the neighborhood together. So obviously we just wanted to leave. Don't know what happened. Augie kind of just said that the lady might have called the cops. We don't, I said, did she say it as like a thing to be loud enough to where Augie heard it so that he'd be like, oh, let's leave before the cops come, even though she didn't call the cops in general? Maybe she just said it to scare us off, kind of thing is what I'm thinking. But what are you gonna do? We left either way. We're not gonna sit there and haggle with this lady. It is posted. It does say no trespassing. I know that, but I've talked to one of the guys that was there before. Now that house that I spoke to is all shuttered up, so I don't think he lives here right now. I think this is his either winter home, or I don't know when he comes here, but I have zero backup when I say that I'm allowed to fish there because it's posted, it says that. So if you guys are ever in a predicament like that, just leave if they ask you to. It's not that big of a deal. They're just bass. But on the other hand, why do they kick you out for fishing in the first place? I feel like that's another odd thing anyway. Oh, okay. Not like there's a stop sign there or anything, buddy. Yeah, just come on out. It's fine. We're going to lunch. But the reel, that Inception, that thing is pretty nice. I will say I am a fan of that reel. Like I was saying, the Corrado's just, it is a little nicer, I will say. I do like my Corrado better, but it also is an $80 difference in price. So when you put that into factor it, you kind of get a little bit of both, you know. You can't be super picky for a $120 reel, and in that case, I enjoyed that reel for that price point. So if you guys are interested in getting a reel, or that reel, or any 13 fishing, or any reel in general, please let me know what you guys are getting, because I am just interested in that, and I'd love to know more about what you guys use to fish and all that, because really fishing's not about all the big fancy gear. It never has been, and it never will be. Does it help in some cases? Sure. But have I been outfished by a $30 Walmart rod and I'm using some $400 rod? Yeah, 1000%. So it really does not matter what gear you're using and brands or anything like that. Just get what you like. Who cares what anyone else thinks? It's all about what you like, because you're the one using it, not the guy next to you. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I wish we would have caught more. We wanted to stay longer, but it is what it is. So other than that, I'm gonna run into Mission Barbecue because this place is very good. And I will catch you guys in the next video. I love you all. Augie says goodbye and goodbye.